when your life is on the line, they're the first in line to try to get you help. The comforting voice on the end of the phone in your most desperate time. In depth tonight, we get a rare behind-the-scenes look at the Albany County 911 Dispatch Center.
I'm delighted. It's America's most recognizable phone number.
911, what's the location of the emergency?
The one you never want to have to dial.
911, what's the location of your emergency?
Kevin Demarest leads a life where the job is different every day. The one constant is that someone is always depending on him and his staff of Albany County dispatchers.
We've saved thousands and thousands of people.
911, what's the location of the emergency?
For the outsider looking in, it seems very high pressure. Do you feel that when you're in that chair?
I did when I started.
When Demarest started, they were feverishly writing down callers' information with pen and paper. That was in the early 90s. Now it's a sophisticated system of computers, maps to track where calls are coming from, and data displaying the caller's information and situation. Here at the New Scotland Center, they've got the technology of 10,000 calls for help a month, down to a science.
911, what's the location of the emergency?
Though the call isn't always a matter of life and death.
You know, you always hear these stories that make news for people calling with stupid things.
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten one of those?
We get them all the time.
And for dispatcher Andrew Williams, that's one of the frustrations of this job. Like the Albany guy who needed a ride.
On your ride, you're Lincoln Ave. But I don't have money for a cab.
Okay, but hang on. You've called 911 there, right?
Or the woman who had a drunken craving.
Hello? I need some cigarettes.
I was drunk.
Sometimes kids accidentally get a hold of the phone. Maybe you have even called unintentionally.
A lot of times people will misdial. They think they're calling 411 to get information.
And if you realize you've accidentally pocket dialed 911 and then they answer, don't hang up. Just stay on the line, let them know you're okay, and try not to do it again.
It's a big waste of resources when people don't utilize the system properly.
It may tie up a lifeline that could be used to save a stranger or someone you know. On this particular Tuesday night, it was a flood of calls for medical emergencies.
She's on home oxygen.
We were there as dispatcher Williams walked an elderly man through the steps to helping his 82-year-old wife who was having chest pains.
Do you have any aspirin in the house, sir?
These cue cards guide the dispatchers through step by step. As he's getting information, his colleague is relaying everything to paramedics who were already on their way. Williams stays on the phone until the help arrives, always staying cool and calm under pressure, no matter the situation.
It becomes second nature.
It's a fulfillment Kevin Demarest wouldn't trade for anything. In Albany County, Jessica Layton, News Channel 13.
And I bring up the pocket dial, or the butt dial, as some of us call it, because I have done it before. It happens. They will not scold you. They just want to know that you're okay.
Well, see, that's the automatic reflex. It's like, oh no,
Oh
and then
no,
you
what have I
hang up the
done?
phone.
Right, because you don't want to tie up a line.
Well, they'll show up, so that burns resources.
Exactly. They send out a crew, so better to let them know you're A-okay.
Stay on the line.
That's right.